Yep, Nelson was the cheaper tier 7 in between. Problem
Yes.
is, it's just that I don't think she aged too well. That battle just keeps getting worse and worse with each patch.
So beer can for Roma does have a credit boost. Um, if you absolutely need credits, you could definitely go for beer camo. That being said, personally, I'm not a fan of buying additional perma camos.
Roma is also one of these inconsistent ships. Either you have a lot of people who love it, and you have people who absolutely hate her.
In other words, play the ship for a while first to decide which of those you are.
And remember, Deadeye Roma is going away.
Yep. Ikekia, thank you very much. Good to hear. Probably won't make it on our replay analysis stream today, but you might be very well see it next week. This is Desta, isn't it? Yeah.
IFHE rework hasn't changed to Friesland. Friesland's, like, it didn't increase the pen at all.
Document, how many credits can you buy for the cost of 8,000 doubloons? The answer to that is 0, because why the hell would you waste doubloons buying credits?
Might as well just buy it in the shop instead.
Don't pass on the Friesland. Don't pass on the Friesland. Dude, the Friesland at tier 9 is ridiculous. It's got American smoke, and it's got, what is it, 5-kilometer hydro? I mean...
5 kilometer.
You dominate caps with that damn ship, man. So Desta, by the way, he's going for the full wave option, which is an interesting choice. This is good for destroying torpedoes. And you're picking up a friend.
Nope, Friesland's gonna stay in the shop.
Mm-hmm. Stevie has gotten tired of the lap. He is going to his bed. Is it interesting? It's better than the stock laser. Well, if you can't aim with the laser, it's better. I still think the laser is hilarious, and you saw Kitten playing the laser earlier today and doing some silly things with it.
You mean ramming stuff and dying to it?
Which one's the stock laser? The coaxial or the one that can swivel?
The swivel. The axial is the one that you have to unlock at the end.
Okay, axial is a little bit silly.
Axial is great. Totally balanced.
Yeah, you can aim with enough practice, or you can just take the Whirlwind or Hector and just beat everyone, just be better anyways.
I gotta say, Whirlwind looked interesting. So, Duckman says you missed the point. Beer camo is expensive. If you need credits, just buy them directly. Okay. That's true. That's true, Duckman. Personally, though, my opinion on the matter is if you need credits and you're willing to spend the doubloons, then buy the beer can perma camo, because that will continue printing credits indefinitely versus a one-time shot. Like, that's how I see it. I don't agree with either choice, to be quite honest. I don't think you need to buy the camo and keep you know, like to me, just play more games in the Roma and it covers itself.
In 07, we have a player who constantly sells ships, and so because of that, and the fact he sells important ships for competitive, he has, yeah, he's always short on funds.
Play in Missouri.
He probably rage sold that one too.
Oh god.
Probably.
So how is somebody that's that bad at the economy in... I mean, I guess it's a clan for good, capable players, sure, but I'm just tripping in my mind over poor economic decisions.
We make fun of him for that.
Good.
but he always has the necessary ships on hand, so it's not too bad.
Okay.
But he's constantly broke,
Sounds like
which
a him
makes it
problem.
even funnier.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as he can depth strike a cruiser from 20 kilometers away, we're fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Now this is an enemy cruiser you're talking about, right?
Nope, I didn't specify.
Okay, that's I just needed to double check that. Jay is grinding all the lines. Good. Being good at the game is a separate skill from being good at port management. That is true, Raining. Glacial, if you're always short on credits, that's okay. Like, literally, that's okay. Just play premium ships, if you've got premium time especially.
And worst comes to worst, you play at around tier 6 to 8.
I think a lot of people
does
don't...
give out some more... Wargame is also giving out more perma-camos, so you can just put these on ships you like to play.
Yep. The thing that a lot of people, I think, don't understand is that you make the same amount of credits in a win or a loss in a random battle. So, XP, of course, is different, but credits is the same. So who the hell cares if you take out a Kutuzov and you lose? You made bank anyway, most likely. How much do you have to play to break even with the camo Duckman? I don't know. The point I'm making is that's something that's a permanent fixture on your port versus a one-time shot. Personally, I'd rather have the permanent fixture. Because I'm probably going to play this game a lot longer than I anticipate. Right now, I'm anticipating playing this game for like 5 more years.
Basically until the servers die.
Yes, though, Mongoose, credits are the same. Credits are based on damage output and hits. At least from my personal experience. And I'm totally wrong here, but this is my personal experience. The more
I'm pretty
damage...
sure that's what the wiki says as well.
Oh, that would be a good opportunity to talk about the wiki and what you can get on there. Right. Duckman, find the wiki page. Post it, please. You can still get good XP earnings on a loss. It just depends on that. But yeah, I always found that credits, there's no difference between a win or a loss. There's no modifier for extra credits. So you play the ship and you just do the best you can, and who cares if you win or you lose? If you're looking for credits. That's part of the reason why I always liked Wargaming when they had their credits missions for campaign tasks or just overall combat missions. If it says earn an X number of credits, okay, I'll just go do my thing, and eventually I'll get it. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. That firing arc does not look possible. So, the Hector... Actually, you know what? I'll use this as an opportunity to take a screenshot. The Hector has this like one little turret thing on the front of it. And that's what fires the wave right there. This is a replay, so I wonder if I can break free from it. And if I can use the B key to... Yes, I can. That's kind of fun, huh? Alright, let's get back to your play. You can still be number 3 or number 4 to a bot, lol. You'll be fine, Game Prodigy. Tar Eldorate, actually it's pretty easy to lose credits in a match. So if you play co-op, you'll often lose credits at tier 9 or 10, especially if you do not have premium. And you could very easily lose credits if you just YOLO and die in the first couple minutes of the game. Eventually you have more credits than you can spend. M13, I know nothing about this. So, tier 10 used to be bad for money, but now with all of the perma camos that give you credit reduction and credit bonuses, and the flags, you can theoretically play tier 10 and still come away with positive economy.
You just need to buy a perma camo, and then you can at least break even in tier 10.
Mm-hmm. I mean, from a wargaming perspective, it makes sense. They were able to monetize those perma camos quite handily. But, oh man, I don't know. Like, I still don't have. I've never bought any of the tier 10 perma camos.
Tier 10 perma camos are 5k, which is pretty cheap, honestly.
No, dude. Oh, yeah, the stock ones, and then the space ones were 6 or 8, one of the two.
8k.
It's pretty cheap, but like, I just don't want them. Like, I don't need them. You know, like I'll use Frosty Fur Tree or the space camo or Valentine's Day camo or something. But I don't need credits, so I guess that makes sense.
You only have somewhere above 1 billion.
2 billion.
Only 2 billion. I can't wait for Wargaming to release a 1 billion credit ship in the future.
I mean, I'm down for that. I would love to get rid of my credits. I'd love to give them to players too, but so far, no good there. You bought Des Moines Space Camo. Des Moines Space Camo actually got nerfed with this most recent patch, because now it gives off smoke, so you can detect if it's moving fast or slow and how fast it's moving. Oh, Aurora's here. Alright, so Desta is working with a Valkyrie and an Avenger. And that's too early, in my opinion, for the wave. I think the circular wave, you're better off holding onto until the Flyfires fire torpedoes at you. Now, you're detected, which means you're not going to heal until you get out of detection. There you go. Red Wing Nut says, does Wargaming ever have a convention for WoW players similar to Comic-Con? Yes. They had their Anchors Away going, but then COVID stopped that in its tracks. So, don't worry, it'll come back. Desta healing up quite quickly now. Good.
You can definitely road trip for an Acres Away event.
Unfortunately, Red Wing, they do all of their events typically at museum ships. So the closest thing you've got for Indiana is Chicago at Museum of Science and Industry, the U-505 submarine. And supposedly, they turned down Wargaming when Wargaming asked to have an event at the 505. Plus, you're not going to get that many people on the 505 anyways.
That might be the bigger reason.
Yeah, I mean, you'll party outside of it. You were seeing if covert repair worked at that time. That's fine. You know, learning the mechanic, learning the consumable is important. So, wasn't there another one along Great Lakes? There was talk about Great Lakes Naval Base having a party there. I would love to do that. That'd be fun. But I don't know of any other museum ships on the Great Lakes, at least World War II era. There might be like an LST someplace, maybe. So, a lot of people forget that the wave cannons here, the wave cannon and then the circular wave, will completely destroy and negate torpedoes. So it's a really good offensive and defensive weapon. There's a sub somewhere in the Great Lakes area? Okay. There's the Silver Sides, okay. Manawita. Okay.
Whatever the one,
Manitowoc.
whatever the one in Cleveland, that's the sub we might be thinking of.
Yeah, regardless, most of the time Wargaming does their events on the coasts because they find the majority of population centers there. Sadly, Chicago gets ignored. But, you know, they've done Los Angeles a couple of times. They've done San Diego. I really wish I could have gone to that one. They've done New York a couple of times. They did Baton Rouge with the kid.
Did they go to Boston?
I can't remember if they did the Massachusetts or not. They were supposed to do North Carolina, which I think COVID prevented. They were going to do Alabama as well. I know they did the Haida, yep. They also did the Hornet in, was it the Hornet? Yeah, the Hornet outside of San Francisco in Oakland. They've done the, God, what is it? Not Intrepid. The one that's in Corpus Christi. They did that a couple of times. They've done the Texas as well. I'd love to see the Alabama. Yeah, the Lexington. Thank you so much. I knew somebody would remember it.
Did they ever go on to the Midway?
Yes, they did the Turner Joy. Yeah, they did Midway. When they did San Diego, that was on the Midway. That was a Let's Battle tour, if I recall right, which was separate from the Anchors Away. Anchors Away is warships only, whereas the Let's Battle tour was wargaming. All of the wargaming. Yeah, the space is nice for the carriers and battleships, right. So, Desta looks like is trying to farm some additional battle points. There's only one enemy human left. You had the opportunity to get out here, but you didn't take it because you're at full health. Let's see if that ends up hurting you. Roanoke or Richmond would be nice, yeah. You spent the night in Yorktown when you were in Boy Scouts? That's awesome, Deadliest. Yeah, I was at the Let's Battle tour. That was when I first met Fem, Axel. And I met a lot of other people too as part of their oh, not Let's Battle. Yeah, Let's Battle tour, yeah. I met Sea Raptor. I met No Soup for You. Who else did I meet? Brain Cage, Notzer. And the coolest experience was running into a few other super testers and meeting Phil, otherwise known as Sub Octavian. It was a really cool experience. He wanted to meet me, which was awesome. Like to hear somebody from Wargaming like wanting to meet you as a player was like pretty freaking awesome. And this is before I was a CC or anything like that. So like, who the hell would know who I was? You know what I mean? Like that was really cool. I'll always have very fond memories of that.